9 pillars that are worth more than gold. Build your independence in old age. Have you ever wondered who will really be by your side when you need it most in old age? Will the people you consider closest to you today remain present when you get older? How would you react when you found out that there are more reliable supports than your own family? When we age, life presents us with a reality that is often different from what we imagined. People's priorities change, routines transform, and that family circle that seemed unshakable begins to reconfigure. It's not that your family members don't love you, they just have their own battles and limitations. What would happen if you discovered that there are 9 fundamental pillars that can offer more stability than any family relationship? People who have built these pillars report a sense of security and autonomy that transcends the need for external support. In this text, we will reveal each of these 9 essential elements that form a solid foundation for a dignified and independent life after the age of 60. These discoveries are not just information, they are transformational tools that can completely redefine your future. Stop for a moment and imagine what it would be like to face aging with absolute confidence in your own resources. Let's get started. The hidden truth about support in old age. What no one tells you. When we talk about aging, we rarely address the raw reality that hides behind happy family photographs. The truth is that after the age of 60, family dynamics undergo profound and often painful changes. Your children develop their own lives with responsibilities that consume their time and energy. Longtime friends face their own health challenges or move to other cities. Gradually, that support system that you have always taken for granted begins to show its weaknesses. It is not about abandonment, but about a natural reality of life that few have the courage to face head-on. This is not a message of despair, but a call to action and realism. Studies by the World Health Organization show that elderly people with autonomy have much higher rates of satisfaction with life. Research from the University of Michigan reveals that people over 60 years old who depend exclusively on family support are more prone to depression. The National Institute on Aging documents that older adults with multiple sources of support live, on average, 7 years longer than those with limited support. These are not just statistics. They are alerts for conscious preparation for this stage of life. Ignoring these realities won't make them go away, but confronting them can completely transform your aging experience. The good news is that you still have time to build the 9 pillars that will ensure your independence and well-being. Each of these pillars functions as a pillar that supports not only your survival, but your ability to thrive in old age. And most importantly, everyone is under your control, regardless of your current age or situation. You'll see that true security doesn't come from waiting for others to take care of you, but from creating your own support system that never fails. And when you understand this, the fear of abandonment turns into confidence in your own ability to face the future. Are you ready to discover the first of these fundamental pillars that will transform your view on aging? Pillar 1. Reinvent yourself or perish. The transformative power of adaptability. Adaptability isn't just a skill. It's a lifeblood that becomes more crucial as we age. After the age of 60, life continues to present constant changes, some of them dramatic and unexpected. Those who resist these changes often fall behind, isolated in a world that no longer exists. Adaptable people, on the other hand, discover new possibilities even in challenging circumstances. Think of Maria, a 72-year-old retired teacher who lost her husband after 4 decades of marriage. Instead of plunging into loneliness, she turned her grief into an opportunity to rediscover her identity. He learned how to use digital technologies, connected with online groups, and developed new friendships through shared interests. Adaptability is like a muscle that, when exercised regularly, becomes your greatest strength in the face of life's inevitable changes. Studies from Stanford University show that adaptable people are 60% less likely to develop depression in old age. Neuroscience confirms that our brain retains the ability to create new neural pathways until the end of life. This means that it is never too late to learn, change perspectives, or acquire new skills. Adaptability doesn't mean abandoning values or principles. It means being open to new ways of living them. It's recognizing that when a door closes, you have the ability to find or create another entrance. Start strengthening your adaptability today with small daily challenges that take you out of your comfort zone. Try new foods, different routes to familiar places, or learn a skill that has always intimidated you. These small practices gradually build the resilience needed to face big changes with confidence. Regularly question your own resistances with simple questions. Why do I oppose this change? Ask yourself, what positive could happen if I embraced this new reality instead of resisting it? And most importantly, can you imagine how many opportunities can arise when you open yourself up to unexpected possibilities? Pillar 2. The invisible treasure. Your health is your true wealth. After the age of 60, one truth becomes crystal clear. You can have all the money and support in the world, but without health, everything loses its value. Your physical health isn't just a component of well-being. It's the foundation on which all your independence is built. When your mobility decreases, when energy disappears, your freedom contracts proportionately. And while your family members can offer emotional support, they can't exercise for you or make healthy food choices for you. Statistics from the Center for Disease Control show that 80% of seniors have at least one chronic condition that could have been prevented. Every healthy choice you make today is an investment in your health bank that will pay autonomy dividends in the future. The good news is that it's never too late to start taking care of your body. Studies prove that even people in their 80s can increase muscle mass and improve cardiovascular capacity with regular exercise. Research from Harvard University shows that changes in diet can reverse cell damage, even at an advanced age. Movement is your most powerful ally. Walking 30 minutes daily reduces the risk of dementia by up to 40%. Anti-inflammatory diet rich in vegetables, fish, and olive oil protects your brain and heart simultaneously. Quality sleep is not a luxury, but a biological necessity that restores your entire body. Regular checkups allow for early interventions that can literally save your life. Remember, you don't need to have the body of an Olympian. You just need a functional body that supports your independence. Start today with small changes. Replace soft drinks with water. Refined sugar with fruit. Elevator with stairs. Ask yourself honestly, am I treating my body as my greatest ally or as an enemy I can ignore? The answer to this question will determine, more than any other factor, what your next 20 or 30 years of life will look like. Pillar 3. Mastering the future. How technology can be your best ally. The digital world is not exclusive to young people. It is a fundamental autonomy tool for people over 60 years old. Technology, when mastered, becomes a bridge that connects generations and eliminates geographical barriers. Health apps monitor your blood pressure, remind you of medication schedules, and connect you directly to your doctors. Video conferencing platforms allow you to maintain meaningful relationships even when physical mobility decreases. Online delivery services ensure that you receive food, medicine, and basic necessities without relying on family members. Technological autonomy is not a luxury in old age. It is a necessity that expands its possibilities when other capabilities are limited. Research from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology shows that technologically literate seniors have 30% fewer symptoms of depression. Digital connectivity significantly reduces social isolation, one of the biggest risks to mental health in old age. Transportation apps like Uber eliminate the need to drive or rely on rides from busy family members. Online learning platforms open up a universe of possibilities to keep the mind active and constantly developing. Assistive devices like Alexa or Google Home can control lights, temperature, and even call for help in emergencies. Don't allow fear of the unknown to keep you away from these transformative tools. Start with simple apps and gradually expand your digital knowledge. Many libraries and community centers offer free technology courses specifically for older people. Ask younger friends or grandchildren for guidance. They're usually happy to share their knowledge. Remember, mastering basic technologies today means preserving your independence tomorrow. And the sooner you start, the easier it will be to keep up with the inevitable technological evolutions of the future. Pillar 4. The invincible armor. Build an unshakable emotional fortress. Emotional resilience isn't just a desirable quality. It's your protection against the inevitable storms of life after 60. Losses, social role changes, physical limitations. All of these challenges test your ability to remain emotionally balanced. Many people rely solely on family members for emotional support, creating a dangerous vulnerability. Your children and grandchildren, despite the love they feel for you, have their own emotional struggles and time constraints. Building inner emotional strength is about creating a sanctuary that remains intact regardless of external circumstances. True resilience does not mean the absence of pain, but the ability to feel deeply and yet continue to move forward. Studies from the University of Pennsylvania reveal that emotionally resilient people live, on average, 7 years longer than their peers. The daily practice of gratitude literally alters your brain, reducing anxiety and increasing your ability to face adversity. Mindfulness techniques, even if practiced for just 10 minutes a day, strengthen brain areas linked to emotional regulation. Therapy, even started after the age of 70, shows remarkable results in building healthy coping mechanisms. Reflective journals create a safe space to process difficult emotions and identify patterns that need to be transformed. Connecting with nature isn't just enjoyable. Studies prove its restorative effect on the nervous system. Allow yourself to feel all emotions without judgment, but don't allow negative emotions to become your permanent residence. Develop a repertoire of comforting activities that you can access in the most challenging times. Surround yourself with relationships that nourish your soul rather than drain it. The quality of connections matters more than quantity. Ask yourself, am I building my emotional strength on a daily basis? Or do I expect others to rescue me when I'm vulnerable? Your answer will determine whether you sail through old age as the captain of your boat or as a passenger at the mercy of the waves. Pillar 5. Financial freedom. The only security that never leaves you. Money may not buy happiness, but financial stability buys something equally valuable: peace of mind and independence. After the age of 60, your financial situation becomes your most constant ally or your most persistent challenge. Relying on children or relatives for financial support isn't just risky. It can erode relationships and lower your self-esteem. Even family members with the best intentions can face their own financial crises and limitations. Studies show that financial problems are the main source of stress for people over 65. Financial security is not about extravagant wealth, but about having enough resources to maintain your dignity and choices. Experts recommend creating multiple sources of income for retirement, not relying solely on government pensions. Eliminating debt before age 60 frees up valuable resources and significantly reduces financial vulnerability. An emergency fund covering 12 months of expenses becomes your shield against unforeseen events like health problems or home repairs. Conservative investments that generate passive income can supplement pensions and retirements in a sustainable way. Government programs and social benefits exist to supplement your income. Inform yourself and use all available resources. Simplifying your lifestyle is not a sacrifice, but a smart strategy that reduces stress and increases satisfaction. Consider shared housing or senior living communities that reduce costs while increasing social interaction. Plan ahead for potential costs for medical care and home care. Anticipating is less costly than reacting. Consult a financial planner who specializes in retirement finance. Investing in this professional advice pays for itself multiple times over. Ask yourself, am I building a financial cushion that will allow me to age with dignity, regardless of outside support? It's never too late to start, but the sooner you act, the more robust your security will be when you need it most. Pillar 6. Powerful connections. The social network that saves lives. Social isolation isn't just lonely. It's literally dangerous to your physical and mental health after age 60. Studies equate the impact of isolation to that of smoking 15 cigarettes a day. dramatically increasing the risk of dementia and early mortality. Many seniors rely exclusively on family members for companionship, a risky strategy when those family members have busy lives. Building a diverse social circle creates a safety net that remains intact even when some ties temporarily drift apart. Friendships in old age are not a luxury. They are a biological need as important as exercise or proper nutrition. Meaningful social connections work like emotional vitamins that strengthen your immune system against loneliness and depression. Community groups based on shared interests offer purpose and belonging beyond family ties. Volunteering doesn't just benefit others. Research shows that older volunteers have better cognitive health and a lower incidence of depression. Intergenerational relationships bring vitality and new perspectives, keeping you connected with the evolving world. Technologies such as video conferencing eliminate geographical barriers, allowing friendships to be maintained even with reduced mobility. Fellowship programs at senior centers create opportunities to form meaningful new bonds. Pets offer unconditional companionship and responsibilities that give structure to your days. Don't wait to feel lonely to build connections. Cultivate relationships while still being active and independent. Invest time in nurturing deep friendships rather than accumulating superficial acquaintances. Practice authentic vulnerability. Relationships where you can be genuinely yourself have the greatest positive impact on your health. Ask yourself, am I actively building a community that will stay with me when mobility or health becomes a challenge? The answer may determine whether your later years will be marked by meaningful connection or debilitating isolation. Pillar 7. Inner Strength. How spirituality transforms your perspective. Spirituality in old age is not a matter of dogma. It is a deep source of meaning and acceptance that transcends physical circumstances. Studies from Duke University show that people with regular spiritual practices have better mental health after the age of 65. When the body begins to impose limitations, the spiritual dimension offers a space for expansion, growth, and inner freedom. For many, spirituality provides a broader context for understanding loss, change, and mortality itself. Connecting with something greater than yourself creates an anchor of stability that remains unshaken even in life's most intense storms. Spirituality does not necessarily mean organized religion. It can be found in meditation, nature, or artistic expression. Contemplative practices such as mindfulness stimulate brain areas linked to inner peace and anxiety reduction. Spiritual communities offer crucial belonging and social support, especially when family ties weaken. Mindful gratitude, as a daily spiritual practice, significantly reduces depressive symptoms in older people. Finding transcendent purpose transforms the perception of aging from decline to opportunity for inner growth. Meaningful rituals create structure and continuity in a phase of life marked by transitions and uncertainties. Forgiveness, as a spiritual practice, releases accumulated emotional burdens that can weigh especially on the elderly. Explore different spiritual traditions to find practices that genuinely resonate with your values and sensibilities. Dedicate time each day to nurturing this dimension. It can be as simple as 10 minutes of contemplative silence at dawn. Record your spiritual reflections in a journal to track your inner growth and meaningful insights. Ask yourself, am I cultivating spiritual resources that will sustain me when faced with the existential challenges of aging? The depth of your inner life can determine whether you just survive or truly flourish in your golden years. Pillar 8. The Eternal Flame. Discover the purpose that brightens your days. Life purpose is not a privilege of youth. It is a fundamental need that becomes even more crucial after the age of 60. Studies show that people with a strong sense of purpose are 50% less likely to develop Alzheimer's, regardless of age. When professional and family roles transform, many experience an existential void that no family member can fill. This emptiness is not a sign of failure, but an invitation to rediscover who you are beyond the roles you have played throughout your life. Authentic purpose works as an internal compass that guides your choices and brightens your days, even when the path seems uncertain. Purpose doesn't have to be grandiose. It can be in the small daily contributions that make a difference in the lives of others. Youth mentoring allows you to pass on accumulated wisdom while keeping you connected with new generations and perspectives. Volunteering at causes that are meaningful to you turns free time into positive impact and community connections. Creative hobbies are not mere pastime. They are expressions of your uniqueness that can bring deep satisfaction. Continuous learning keeps your mind stimulated while constantly expanding your understanding of the world. Documenting their memories and stories creates a significant legacy for future generations. Cultivate the practice of asking yourself daily, how can I add value to the world today, even in a small way? Experiment with different activities until you find the ones that elicit genuine enthusiasm and complete engagement. Notice when you lose track of time. These activities often point to areas of authentic purpose. Remember that purpose evolves. Allow yourself to rediscover new forms of meaning as your circumstances change. Ask yourself honestly, do I have compelling reasons to get out of bed every morning, regardless of outside commitments? The presence or absence of this inner flame will determine whether your golden years will be lived with vitality or just survived. Pillar 9. Sharp mind, full life. The secret of the eternal apprentices. Your brain isn't programmed for automatic decline. Modern neuroscience reveals that it retains remarkable plasticity until the end of life. Continuous learning isn't just a hobby in old age. It's a strategy to protect against cognitive decline and dementia. Studies from the University of Berkeley show that people who continuously learn new skills have a 63% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's. When you stop learning, neural circuits begin to deteriorate, but new cognitive challenges spur the growth of new connections. Each new skill you develop creates cognitive reserves that act as insurance against future neurological losses. Learning a new language, even after the age of 70, strengthens brain areas related to memory and information processing. Musical instruments challenge your brain in unique ways, integrating motor, auditory, and cognitive skills simultaneously. Strategy games and puzzles aren't mere entertainment. They're brain gymnastics that keep your mind nimble and flexible. Regular reading, especially of challenging genres, stimulates executive functions and expands your vocabulary continuously. Online courses allow you to learn virtually any subject from the comfort of your home, eliminating physical barriers to knowledge. Intellectual discussion groups provide social and cognitive stimulation simultaneously. A powerful combo for brain health. Teaching what you know to others doesn't just share knowledge. It solidifies your own understanding and stimulates new neural connections. Turn off the autopilot of the routine. Small changes like using the non-dominant hand or taking different routes stimulate neuroplasticity. Feed your brain with adequate nutrients. Diets rich in omega-3s, antioxidants, and healthy fats support optimal cognitive function. Set annual learning goals. Deciding what you want to master in each new year keeps focus and motivation high. Ask yourself, am I feeding my mind with stimulating challenges or allowing it to atrophy for lack of new stimuli? The quality of your mental life will largely determine the quality of your experience in the golden years. Transform your life today. The roadmap to extraordinary old age. What you've just discovered isn't just information. It's a roadmap to a personal revolution in how you look at aging. These 9 pillars represent areas under your control that can radically transform your experience in old age. The key is not to implement everything at once, but to start today with small, consistent actions in each area. Ask yourself, which of these pillars is most fragile in my life today? Start by strengthening that particular area, knowing that each pillar reinforces the others in a virtuous circle of well-being. The good news is that you don't have to wait for anyone to start this transformation. The power is entirely in your hands. Commit to a specific action in each pillar in the next 24 hours. Small actions generate momentum for bigger changes. Share these discoveries with people you love. The journey is richer when traveled with companions. Remember that building these pillars is not selfishness. It is the greatest gift you can offer yourself and the people you love. By developing your own autonomy, you become a presence that enriches the lives of others, not a burden that weighs them down. Visualize yourself 5, 10, or 15 years from now, navigating through life with confidence, purpose, and serenity. This vision is not an unattainable dream. It is a reality available to anyone willing to intentionally build these pillars. Time passes either way. The question is whether he will spend building his fortress or waiting for others to build it for you. The choice is in your hands, and this moment, right now, could be the turning point that completely redefines your golden years. Turn the fear of aging into enthusiasm for a phase filled with purpose, connection, and authentic meaning. The world needs living examples of people who age with grace, wisdom, and vitality. Be that inspiring example to everyone around you. Your future is waiting, not for an external savior, but for you taking charge and creating the extraordinary life you deserve.